Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we are putting together the ultimate playbook for upgrading Palo Alto Network's PAN-OS. Look, if you've ever gotten that little knot in your stomach before a big upgrade, this guide is for you. We're going to show you how to do it confidently, making sure your network stays stable, secure, and gets all the latest goodies. Let's dive in. So let me ask you something. Have you ever heard this one before? This idea that you have to painstakingly upgrade from 10.2, then to 11.0, before you can even think about getting to 11.1. Yeah, that's probably one of the biggest myths floating around about PAN-OS upgrades. It's this old way of thinking that creates hours of extra work and risk, and honestly, it's why a lot of admins put off doing critical updates. Okay, let's just bust this myth wide open right now. The old way, there on the left, was a long, winding road. The new way? It's a direct flight. Palo Alto Networks now lets you go straight from your current version, say 10.2, right to your target, like 11.1. I mean, this change alone completely transforms the process and saves you a ton of time and headache. So to make sure you can do this with your eyes closed, we've broken it all down into a 5-part playbook. We're going to start with the new rules, run through a super important pre-flight checklist, then walk through the core upgrade itself. After that, we'll learn how to fix the most common error you might see, and finally, I'm going to show you the ultimate safety net for a completely worry-free rollback. All right, first up, the new rules of the game. Before we even think about clicking a button, we gotta get the fundamentals right, because a successful upgrade isn't just about getting cool new features. It's about patching critical vulnerabilities and keeping your network stable and secure. Okay, this right here is probably the single most important thing to get your head around for modern upgrades, the difference between a base image and a maintenance release. The easiest way to think about it is this. The base image is like the foundation of a house. You need it there, right? So you have to download it. But you don't actually move in and live on the foundation. You live in the house built on top of it, with all the latest fixes and improvements. That's the maintenance release. So remember the rule, download the base, but install the maintenance release. On to part 2, your pre-flight checklist. And listen, if you take away only one thing, let it be this. The most critical part of any upgrade happens before you ever click that install button. Preparation is everything, seriously. Okay, let's run through this checklist item by item. First off, is your support contract active? No support means no updates. Simple as that. Next, do you have enough disk space? Check it. Then, make sure your applications and threats content is up to snuff for the new version. Also, always look for the preferred release that Palo Alto Networks recommends. It's going to be the most stable. Now, this one is non-negotiable. Create a config backup and get it off the device. Export it. And here's a huge pro tip. Seriously, write this one down. If you're using Panorama to manage your firewalls, you absolutely must upgrade it first. Okay, with all our prep work done, we're ready for the main event. Part 3, executing the core upgrade. Let's walk through the actual steps for a standalone firewall. And you'll see, since we did our homework, this part is actually surprisingly straightforward. Here we go, 5 simple steps. 1, save a named configuration snapshot. 2, export that snapshot somewhere safe. Yeah, I know we just talked about this, but I'm gonna say it again because it is that important. 3, download the base image for the version you're going to. 4, download the target maintenance release. And finally, number 5, install that maintenance release and reboot when it tells you to. That's really it. No complex magic here, just a clear, repeatable process. Okay, now for part 4. What happens when things go a little sideways? Because let's be real, no playbook is complete without a plan B. The great news is, we're going to tackle the single most common error you're ever likely to see. Show of hands. Who's seen this error pop up during an install? Yeah, I'm willing to bet a lot of you are nodding your heads right now. It looks a little scary the first time you see it, right? But trust me, it's really not a big deal. So when you see this message, the first rule is, don't panic. This isn't some deep, scary software bug, it's just a simple prerequisite check. All it's saying is that the new PAN-OS version you're trying to install needs a newer apps and threats content file than the one you currently have. It's a simple dependency and it's super easy to fix. And the fix? Oh, it's just as simple. You literally just pop over to Device, then Dynamic Updates. You click Check Now to get the latest list, then just download and install the newest applications and threats package. Once that's done, you just go right back to your PAN-OS upgrade, try again, and it'll sail right through. And that brings us to our final and maybe most important section, the ultimate safety net. This is what gives you true peace of mind. What if, for whatever reason, the upgrade finishes but things just aren't right? Knowing how to get back to safety in minutes, well, that's a game changer. Okay, so deep in the command line, there's this awesome command, debug swum status. What it does is show you the two software partitions on the device. See that? Sysroot 0 is what we're running on right now, our new version. But look at Sysroot 1. That's the gold right there. It's marked as revertible, and it's holding the version we just came from. That is your escape hatch. And how do you pull the lever on that escape hatch? It couldn't be easier. The command is literally just debug swim revert. That's it. You type that, hit enter, and the system knows exactly what to do. It starts getting that rollback ready. Now, if we run our status command again, you'll see the magic. See how Sysroot 1 has changed? It's gone from revertible to pending revert. That's our confirmation. The rollback is locked and loaded, just waiting for the next reboot. And the very last step is, you guessed it, a simple reboot. You just type request restart system, and when that firewall boots back up, boom, you're right back on that previous stable version. You're back in a good spot in just a few minutes. And just like that, you've got the whole playbook. In just a few minutes, you've learned the new rules, you've got your pre-flight checklist, you know the core steps, and you can even handle the most common error and have a foolproof recovery plan. You are totally ready for your next upgrade. But that leaves us with one final question, doesn't it? The upgrade is done, the box is rebooted, it's all running smoothly, so now what? And this is the thought I want to leave you with. An upgrade is never, ever the finish line. It's just one more step in the journey. A secure network isn't a destination you arrive at, it's something you have to constantly maintain. So stay vigilant, stay safe out there, and thanks for joining me.